Okay, so oh gosh, hold on. I gotta fix something real quickly here. There we go. Okay, so I took care of that. Um, I'm not running off of any kind of script or anything, so I'll try to cover this as briefly as I possibly can on how I'm doing this. Um, so the long story short, I'm just doing this little thing just because I want to, really, more than anything. Uh, Testing out Grease Pencil, which is Blender's way of doing um, 2D animation more than anything. So the long story short, this is kind of what I basically have, and how I've done this is I've traced over Vanessa's drawings, specifically this image right here. Get this out of the way here. It's kind of flipped, but yeah, this is specifically this image, and I'm basically using sketches that she has done as part and parcel of trying to do this. And then what I'm basically doing from there is I am editing them kind of manually, a lot like Blender's regular mesh editing. You can edit these grease pencils a lot similarly. So I'll basically trace over. I'll start with the inks here. Like I've got just the inks here, for example. Um, kind of as a start. I'll just start with the inks, and then I'll basically animate those first, and then I'll fill them in. Um, Obviously, I got like a lot of layers in this one. I usually try to start with the ones that don't change first, because then I don't have to worry about them later. And then I work on the ones that do change as the animation goes along after that. Um, and so that's how I do it. Now, if you really wanted to, oh shoot, hold on. I'm gonna just save this really quickly because like saving stuff. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm waiting for it to load. Anyways, if you really wanted to, basically kind of how it works, you can draw it like any other regular thing if you really want to. Um, right here we've got basically a pencil brush, and then you can basically add layers, kind of a lot like uh, regular um, regular animation softwares and stuff like that. But the added benefit of using Grease Pencil is that you can edit these. Excuse me. You can edit these things a lot like how you could edit meshes in Blender. So I'm not doing anything specific here, just to kind of demonstrate this. Um, and that's really helpful. So if you want to basically trace over a reference image, and you want to do a very limited animation thing, then you can. And that's kind of what I basically have been doing with this, pretty much. The other thing that the downside to this is that it doesn't really work very well with it doesn't work very well with the lighting. I mean, you can use lights if you want to. Um, wow. Hold on. It's loading. You can use lights if you really want to. Um, I mean, it has the capability of doing that, but it doesn't cast shadows or anything else like that. So what I've done, I've actually learned this from the guy who does the Fox in Space cartoon, is I'll render out these grease pencils as individual PNGs, and then I'll put them onto planes. Um, and that's basically how I get the lighting effect here. The other added advantage of that, though, is that in this particular shot here, because I wanted to be clever, I decided to give Mono an animated, or James, his old name used to be Mono. I gave James a rim light that basically passes when this aerial ground light basically passes by, and uh, I rendered that rim light separately as a thing, and then I have it connected here via nodes to where it operates off of the emission layer thing on this particular plane. So, yeah, that's kind of a basic rough idea of how you would do this, or how I've been doing this. And there are people that can explain how to use grease pencil a lot better. Um, you know, it works well if you want to do things kind of traditionally, you can do it that way. But since I'm a little bit more familiar with how Blender works, um, or at least I'm kind of familiar with the old way of doing things. I just edit it, and also because I'm not really great at drawing, at least not like my wife is. I mean, I can draw, but not as well. So hopefully that's my quick and dirty explanation of this. And yeah.